everybody? Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. My name is Big Bill. How are y'all doing today? As I am doing good, as I hope y'all having a wonderful week so far, and I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday and a wonderful Black Friday. If you guys are going out shopping, it's happy Thanksgiving to all of you and happy Black Friday to all of you. Just in case I don't put a surprise video out on Friday, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Hope you all have a wonderful holiday, or hope you all had a wonderful holiday and happy Black Friday shopping. Oh, we are back on ATS, and today I have a very special trip, a very special video for you guys. You guys can already tell we are not in the Peterbilt 379 from John Ritter. We are actually in the Kenworth W900 Highway Killer. Oh, wait a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are watching from. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are doing well. Back to what I was just saying, we are in the Kenworth W900 Highway Killer from John Ruda, and we're employing the weight Stepdeck. Which, not gonna lie, you guys loving them mod videos has made me want me to do more of them. Which, yes, I did get asked that question. Yes, I do actually plan on doing more of them. I'm gonna be waiting for more mods to get updated, and then I will start doing more of them. So I figure, why not? You know what? Some mods are not fully updated yet. This truck and this trailer are working fine. This is Pizzster's weight, 53-foot weight step deck. All of Pizzster's mods, all of John Ruta's mods are working fabulously right now with the update, so there's no need to worry about that. So I figured, why not? Why not give you guys a show off my other truck and the trailer I've been pulling. So we got a fun one today. We are based out of Los Angeles, California, over here on this map mod. Let's go around this corner. No, we do not have any, and just to make sure you guys do know, this is not the other profile. This profile is based out of Los Angeles, California, and there's no other drivers working for me, so. Oops. I see, yeah, I think we gotta get over in this lane. It's been a while since I've been on this profile, actually, to tell you the truth. So I might be a little bit rusty because the buttons aren't the same in both profiles, so if I do hit the wrong button, you guys are gonna tell. So, but anyway, we do have our load up. Let's talk about today's load. Today we're hauling oversized steel beams weighing in at 49,361 pounds, going to Kiewit in Phoenix, Arizona. They're expecting this Thursday 12:41 a.m. to Thursday 7:21 a.m. Job income is $25,367. Job remains is 23 hours and 40 minutes. Next rest stop is in 8 hours and 15 minutes. We have no need to worry because this trip is actually not that long enough. It's only from LA to Phoenix. I actually have gotten told from actual drivers over here in Pennsylvania who've actually done over the road that this actually is possible to go from Los Angeles to Phoenix or Phoenix to Los Angeles. But I don't know, especially with the hours we run nowadays. So, but there is a gist of it. Remaining trip distance and trip time. Remaining trip distance is 310 miles. Remaining trip time is 5 hours and 50 minutes. I will hit the pause menu. I will show off the truck a little bit more, but I kind of want to get down the road. That way this video is not super long, and you guys can sit back, relax, and enjoy the trip. some of you have actually asked me, is there any trucks out there that I would trade in my 379 for? Well, obviously Ruda's 389 glider, or even the W900 Highway Killer. Pizzster's 389 because of the customizations. His pops up. Dom's Peterbilt 379. His truck is, I just got his truck, and let me tell you something. If you don't have Dom's Peterbilt 379, go take a look at Dom's. Let me know how you like it, because let me tell you something. It's fabulous. The truck mod is fabulous. The stuff you can do to that truck is just fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I love John Ruda's trucks. I love all of them. I have the Classic, the Coronado, the Scania, Torpedo, the W900, and obviously the 389. Great truck mods, don't get me wrong, but if you want a good one, a good 379 mod, check out Dom's. I will tell you guys this. I just lost that train of thought. I will say this though, real quick about this truck. Here we go. Now my thoughts back. I will say one thing about this truck. You know, the sleeper, you cannot go wrong. I went with the basic interior pretty much. I really didn't go all leather. I went with the leather black. Even though the truck is blue on the outside, I kind of want to keep the inside a little bit, you know, a little bit in the stock form. I mean, yes, there's a CV speaker. Yes, there's a big gear knob, the ball. Yes, the steering wheel. You know, just a little things, you know, and a full gauge setup. I love the full gauge setup in any truck. That's how I would want my truck. If I ever get one, you know what I mean? So. Now, a lot of you have actually asked me, why W900? Why not? You know? Because growing up where I grew up in Pennsylvania, in the part I did in a small town of New Oxford, there's a lot of guys, including one trucking company, who operated mainly W900s, and they were beautiful, beautiful trucks. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and adjust my mirrors. Especially that one, with the way it's laid out. Now this one's a little question mark. I don't know if I actually did touch that. I think I did not too long ago. So that's like the biggest way you can tell how long it's been since I've been on a profile, or how long it's been since I played a game, actually, to tell you the truth, because, you know, it's definitely been a while since I played ATS, you know. Alright, now that we are fully moving, let's take a look at our time here. Alright, we can stop here. Show off the truck a little bit. Yes, those are reverse lights. I did actually get asked that question. Yes, I actually did slipped my mind. Yes, up top there underneath the beacon, those are reverse lights. You can add them to the truck to make it look even brighter when you're backing up, hooking up to a trailer, especially in a dark area. So, But yeah, that is my W900. Alright, let's take a look at our trip here. Trip distance is 390 miles. Trip time is 7 hours and 35 minutes. Kiewit to Kiewit. From the beach back to, I'll say the outskirts of Phoenix. $63.47 a mile. Yeah, that's about it. Don't really have to show anything else there. I pretty much talked about it. We do have one way station. Obviously, it's just after this small little town, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, we picked up over here at the beach, and we picked it up, and we're dropping off over here. A little tight getting in, but we should be all right. You know, I've dealt with that place before. We should be all right. Here's a crazy thing. I'm going to be off topic for a moment. Doesn't this little area here, and I'm talking about like right here and this beach, and I think the boardwalk right here where we stopped, doesn't that remind you of GTA, Grand Theft Auto 5 a little bit? I just had to say it because that is exactly what it brought me to. Like the little ramp here, then you can go down here, and you know, everything about that little area just reminds me of Grand Theft Auto 5, and I love that game. I still play that game from time to time, so. But yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get back on the road. Now, normally I do have a bunch of topics to talk about, but I really don't have too many topics to talk about because, you know, but I do have a few questions I can answer from you guys. So the one main question I got repeatedly was, how did I discover John Ruda? Well, Facebook pretty much. This was probably, I know I had this truck before in a career profile. I want to say probably a year and a half. Maybe just above a year, or maybe no. Maybe it's been 2 years. I don't know. I have to go back and look at the videos because that's when it first all started with John Ruda, was this truck. You know, I saw the look of this truck. I saw the customization. I was like, wow. And I saw the reviews for it. I'm like, wow, it looks a clean mint truck. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? That's actually a pretty good price. You know? I said, screw it. And, you know, their communication, their support is top notch in my opinion. You know, you guys need help or need anything, they'll reach out to you in a snap, you know. Now, you might have to give them some time because they're responding to other people, but like I said, you know, their communication, their support, oh yeah. I think they also have a chat on there. You can message with somebody that can help you too, so. But yeah, I discovered John Ruda on Facebook, and yeah. The rest is all history because I got, let's see here, I think in total I have 9 of his mods. I think I have 9. I have to read back. I have to go, let's see here. Yeah, it should be 9. 2 Freightliners, Kenworth, Peterbilt, Scania. Sure. Actually, it might be 7. I might be wrong. Excuse me. Another question I'm going to get at now. Another question I did get asked too, and this is also a question I'm going to be answering. Depth tank. Yes, you can add. You can take off the depth tank. You can also make the fuel tanks bigger. or the fuel tank smaller, depending on your preference. I thought I did show that. I guess I didn't. Pretty much, it's the same option for the Peterbilt. You can either add the depth tank, or you can keep the depth tank, or you can remove the depth tank, just like the 379. You can actually add the depth tank to the 379, which fuck that. You know, excuse my language, but fuck that. Of course. Now there is some damage. I did get some damage to this truck. Thank you, four-wheeler. £84,691. I kind of figured that's where we were at. But no, the depth tank, you can get rid of that. You don't really need it with this truck. Just like the Peterbilt. Oh my. What was that? Oh, that was my loan. Yeah, I gotta pay the bank. Oh my. So, yep, you can get rid of the depth tank on this truck. So, alright, another question. Another question is gonna be, or I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Wow, what did I say? Next question, there we go. Next question, how do you feel about them going to Canada for one of the DLC maps? And do you think they will go into Alaska? So, my personal opinion is I kind of like it because, you know, that is a very high traveled area over there to go into Canada and Mexico also. I'm actually surprised they haven't gone into Canada yet because, you know, we already done Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, you know, and there's a lot of trucking companies out there that do go up into Canada in them regions, in them states. So I'm kind of surprised we haven't gone into Canada yet, but then again, you know, this is American Truck Simulator, and they do want to get most of the American states. So, but I feel like, you know, we do have a good amount of states, so maybe it is time to go into Canada or Mexico. I don't know if they are going to go into Mexico, though. That is one question that has been repeated to me. I don't know. It would be pretty cool, not going to lie. But my personal opinion, yes, it's actually, I kind of like it. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be different, you know, but hey, I can't wait to see what happens. So, and yes, I do think they will go up into Alaska. I think that one and the next one above British Columbia, I think yeah, that would definitely confirm they're going to Alaska. So. Alright, next question. Man, you guys actually been asking a lot of good questions here lately. I do appreciate that, you know. Good topic, you know. Keep asking me questions. What do you want? You know, what's my opinion on things, you know? Feel free to ask. And that is, what do you think the next truck is going to be for ATS? By the looks of it, it's going to be the new Volvo. It's going to be the brand new Volvo. Volvo just came out. Been seeing a lot of them here recently, here in the States, especially in Pennsylvania. I've been seeing a lot of big carriers with the new Volvo. I mean, it's definitely not an eye looker. It definitely doesn't pop. Now, some of the colors that some of these companies put on it, the colors do pop, but I will say, you know, it does pop out like candy a little bit. And then the next part of that question is, what do I think is the next one coming out? Either the next gen 579, the Peterbilt 579 that Peterbilt just released, or Peterbilt is coming out with. And what I mean by next gen, like, okay, so we're done with this generational look of the 579. Now we're going to upgrade it to make it more aerodynamic, or, you know, stuff like that, like they did with the T680. So I think that'll be following the Volvo. And then maybe the Mack Pioneer. I you know, there is a good rumor. I heard about that rumor too. So. I also heard another rumor they would come out with their own W990, which that would be pretty cool, not gonna lie. Alright, last question before we go and deliver. This one's a good one. I will admit, this one took me a little bit of a thought process. So the question goes, do you think we should hire our own pilot cars for certain loads? Yes. I believe we should. There should be that option when we do pull an oversized load if we want pilot cars or not. Come on, car. Oh. Yeah, you're gonna pull up right up that line. Oh, no one. Thank you. That was like my biggest worry, was those two corners, but you did alright. Let's go. But yes, my personal opinion, we should have an option to have pilot cars. It might cost us, but hey, it'll be worth it because it's going to be a lot safer and it's going to be a lot easier to deal with the traffic. Trying to get that steel out of the way. you know me, if you guys have been here for a while, you guys know exactly what I'm about to do. Alright, let's go to lights. Go to beacon. Pop the brakes. Boom, baby. Excellent job, Oversized Steel Beams from Los Angeles to Phoenix. Good job, and boom, I have leveled up. 383 miles, time taken 7 hours and 3 minutes, 73.4 gallons of fuel consumed. Just gonna go with this one. Alright, let's just go back out here, take a look at the truck one more time in the trailer. Once again, this is the Wade Stepdeck and the Kenworth W900 Highway Killer, the two mods I just got done showing off. There are links in the description below to check out both mods and the main website for both Pizzster and John Ruda, and there's also going to be links to those YouTube videos. But that's all going to be all for me. Alright, thank you guys for all the love on here on YouTube. Let's get to 1,000. That is the goal. Thank you guys for all the love. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday. Hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Be safe. And I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.